Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys Bros 1975.
This is Ms Nam Pac on the Sinclair ZX Spectrum. It's 2022 Homebrew, and it was released by that person there, Geordie, with a little bit of help from those other peeps. I'll put a link to it where you can get it in the doohickey down below. I think there may have been an Amiga version and then they ported this to the Spectrum. Now, if you look at the name Ms Nam Pac, it's a play on words of Ms Pac-Man and the fact that Nam refers to Namco, because the original Pac-Man released in the arcades in 1980, which was a phenomenal success and one of the first arcade games to spawn that much merchandising, especially the cartoon, which I remember fondly as a kid, and a board game. Who remembers that? Where if you lost a ghost and you would buy a chocolate sauce named Ice Magic and then take the lid off because they were coloured and looked exactly the same as the ghost for the board game. Sorry, waffling off tangent there. But yeah, so Namco released the original one in 1980, then a bunch of guys in 1982 modified the actual board for it and then approached Midway, who had the rights to distribute Namco's Pac-Man in the rest of the world and North America. So yeah, they went to Midway, released it, but they didn't really have the rights to do so because they had the rights to... This is a very butchered speed reader's version of it. If you want to know the real story, go to the Bastard Truth That Dare Not Lie Wikipedia. So they couldn't really release it because it was an unofficial modification of the original Pac-Man board that wasn't done by Namco. But then Namco saw how good it was, and then obviously it was Ms Pac-Man. I can't remember if it was originally that, and then they did that to make it a direct sequel or something, or that was what the people did who modified the board, but said, oh my god, this is fucking amazing, release it, and then they released it in Japan as well, and it was an absolutely huge and phenomenal success, well, globally. And yeah, that's how Ms Pac-Man came into existence. Basically, it was a hack. Like I said, I probably butchered that, by all means correct me down below, but the gist is there. So it should be Miss Midway Pac, but I see what they did because Ms Nam Pac. Anyway, let's get into it. So yeah, basically this is Pac-Man 2, more of the same with a few subtle gameplay changes, of which I don't know what they are. I have a massive amount of nostalgia for Pac-Man and Ms Pac-Man, and I remember the Ms Pac-Man game that had a pinball machine built into it, as well as an arcade section. But yeah, I have nostalgia for it because when we used to go on holiday in Blue Anchor in a caravan in the very early 80s, a pub down the road called the Butcher's Arms had a couple of cocktail cabs. One was Asteroids and one was the original Pac-Man, and I suck at it, and I'm going to explain to you how I play Pac-Man, which is not for high scores or anything like that. It's just to clear the maze without dying and progressing to the next one. So let's get into it. This is a 128K only game, but I believe that's because of the sound, because clearly this is nothing that a 48K machine could not handle. One keyboard. The keys are preset to keys of champions. Q up, A down, O left, P right. One keyboard. There we go. Right. They stay in their crib. Actually, it's a crypt, isn't it? A while. Oh shit! Oh, you got away with it. Look at that. So score, top right, and then obviously lives, top left. Bollocks. Obviously when ghosts are blue, I'm fucking through the power pit, I'm fucking through my stash. When ghosts are blue, you can eat them in their eyes, disturbingly. Return, cheeky little one while they're all in their den, to their den, their crypt, or whatever the fuck it is. Sarcophagi, and they respawn. It doesn't matter if you get another power pill, if they're respawning in their base of operations, if you will, then they will not turn blue, and you cannot kill them. Plus also, generally, it's considered a fact, thanks to Judge Death, that you cannot kill what does not live. So, use that opportunity when they're all, oh fuck, stuck in a, DOS house, to get as many pills as you can. Now, I play it, I've said this before, playing many versions of this game, like this, because I'm shit at it. I don't chase high scores. I See what I mean? I wasn't paying attention because he's not blue. I get the power pills. I try and clear as many dots as I can, then I only get a power pill. This is not a tip on how to play Pac-Man when I absolutely have to. And then, shit, I press the other way then. I'm awful with this. Will only eat ghosts if they cross my path because... Can I get away with it? Yes. We've got the out of screen, into screen thingy. I don't know what it's called. With lots of versions of Pac-Man on the home micros did not have. And then look at the fucking... Well, to be fair, Atari 2600 Pac-Man's not terrible. It's an adequate version of Pac-Man on hardware that clearly couldn't do Pac-Man. That came out at the wrong time, and it had a hand in, but ultimately did not destroy the North American video game market. But it's one of those cartridges like E.T. that people think, you know, that's it, game over. It was all thanks to those. It wasn't. It was basically Atari. But anyway, and lack of quality and producing more games than there were systems available and stuff. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about the North American video game crash because we never had it in the UK because we had micros. Anyway, yeah. So that's how I play Pac-Man. I resisted not getting that one there. Get as many fucking dots as you can. Don't chase high scores. Do not chase high scores. High scores are for glory boys and hounds. I do like the sound effects. See? I remember the cartoon. I remember loving the cartoon. Although, finding it a little bit disturbing when in the cartoon their eyes would return, you know, to their base of operations, if you will, like they did in the arcade game. And then they'd all have like extra bodies hanging in a fucking wardrobe, wouldn't they? But yeah, like I said, one of the first arcade games to have a massive amount of merchandise. I've played Ms Pac-Man on MAME. I'm shited it. I've played Ms Pac-Man on the Atari 7800, and it's a really good port. But ultimately, like I said, I don't play Pac-Man as you should play Pac-Man. Can you make it around the middle bit? You want to do that bit first. Also, on the original Pac-Man, I love that. I'm all just empty carbs at the moment. On the original Pac-Man, there's a bit in the maze round about underneath their DOS house where you can just sit there and they don't get some of that in your life. They can't get you, or they don't come after you. I don't know why. It's like their sat nav is all busted up and shit. Haha! Aha! I know the way, follow me, points for the quote. That seemed to work, didn't it? Well, my invulnerability. Basically, I've got a huge drug problem, haven't I? It was about to run out anyway. Oh, look at this. Yay, Pac-Man. Ms Pac-Man. Sorry, I keep forgetting to say Ms Pac-Man. It makes me a misogynistic bastard. It's a video game about solving drug dependency problems. It was groundbreaking and pioneering if you think about it. It painted them in a sympathetic light. Poor person. Their entire life is chasing a constant high. Which pretty much is, if you think about it. Oh, and then getting the munchies. Even though I'm pretty sure this is like hard drugs. I don't know. This is a really good version. Run! Shit! Of Pac-Man, Ms Pac-Man. Same thing! Can he? Get it, got it, gone, good. Point to that quote. No one's getting that one. I'll give you a hint. Nickelodeon in the 90s. Shit. Sounds like the old Bill coming after me. Maybe they are. I'm not fucking surprised with the amount of fucking drugs I've just shoved down my caboodle. Yeah, I got some of that in your life. Death. Well, death, innit? Yoink, so yeah. Opportunist for goats, me, opportunist. Doesn't tell me anywhere what stage I'm on, does it? To be fair, it probably did it in the arcade. You know, we live, we learn. Oh! Yoink! These controls are tight. Obviously you got that momentum thing. I don't know why I'm explaining how to control Pac-Man to you. You know, that momentum thing where you have to be Johnny precise. Johnny on the spot. Shit! With the ammo. Because you have to line up your direction you want to move every time you go past that part in the maze. Otherwise... And it's been a failure of many a Pac-Man game clone conversion. Shit! There are cheap kills in this, but you know, it's a port from arcade machine. It was bollocks. No, it wasn't bollocks. It was very good. There to make money, but I missed the trick. But yeah, so B, you know, like up, left, etc. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, if you're not like really accurate and the controls aren't tight and shit, come on, like when your ghost is following you, you will die. They won't, because they're already dead. No! Yeah, I never said I was any good at Pac-Man, so if you watch me play any Pac-Man game, then I am consistent. Now, I'm trying to think, what the merchandise, well, there was everything. Pyjamas, fucking sweets, food, shit like that. Oh, yeah. Official ports on the Spectrum. There was one proper licensed official port of Pac-Man, and which is amazing back in the day, because, you know, copyright and being sued wasn't really a thing. And, yeah. And it's not particularly good. I don't know if there's a Ms Pac-Man port, but everyone and their fucking dog, you know, just did games, you know, clones of Pac-Man, Space Invaders and shit like that. Why am I running away from you? I could have eaten you. I could have been a contender. Because you just could. And so the one I had, which I have mentioned before, is Gobble a Ghost. Sounds filthy when you say it like that, doesn't it? Get your mind out the gutter. Stay away from me, blue. Light blue. Other blues. Your funeral. Yoink. But yeah, so many clones, because you couldn't get sued. I am aware I'm waffling a massive amount of bollocks, but this is one of those games that I have to really concentrate to play. And play it incorrectly. Whoa, no you don't. Come on then, who wants to fucking have a go? Think you're fucking hard enough, do you? This is a great port, actually. I am curious now if I can find the Amiga version and give that a gander. It is dangerous to eat ghosts there. Yeah, give that a gander, because that must be arcade perfect. Oh shit, I wasted that power pill, didn't I? I'll fuck that up as well. Fuck! Because, obviously, I got no power pills. And you've got to get round this bit, short back inside, if you will. Hey, there was a dog, did anyone see that? I think he stole that guy's wallet. There was a pill left. Not like a junkie to leave a freebie around, eh? Right. I've got to get around this, but there has been a bunch of Spectrum Homebrew shit released that I have not played, that I need to play. I'm convinced I left a pill. I'll try and remember to see if I did when I fucking edit the video. Oh, cheeky. No! Oh. Yeah, you're not going to see much. But let's be honest, once you've seen one maze, you've seen them all. You've lived the dream, if you will. The dizzying highs. She's got those right now. Pretty soon, she's going to have fucking cold sweats and bugs under her skin. Right, there you go. Ms Nam Pac on the ZX Spectrum 2022 Homebrew. It's worth a go. I say give it a gander, especially if you're a Pac-Man fan. I am a Pac-Man fan, but as you see, I am crap at it. But that's no reason not to give it a go yourself. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.